Good afternoon. Welcome to Muskegon Rotary Club. I'm Dave Alexander, honored and pleased to be your president this year. Walk-up music was? Huh? Oh, you even got it. Yeah, Crimson and Clover. Joan Jett. Who was it from originally? Year on Joan Jett. Whoa, nice job. 81. Nice job. The original with the Shondells, what year? 68. 64 is when they became a group. It was Tommy James and the Shondells, hit from 1968, redone by Joan Jett and the Black Hearts. And it was James's favorite color and favorite flower. Intentionally ambiguous story of love and drugs of that era. The band was formed in 1964 where? Niles, Michigan. Our program this week will be District Governor Mark Andreski. Welcome, Mark. And we will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. We will then have a reflection by Mary Ann Gorman, and we'll end our with the four-way test. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mary Ann?
So, with St. Patrick's Day only a few days away, I'd like to share a wee bit of Rotary's link to Ireland. Ireland's first Rotary Club was the Rotary Club of Dublin, and they held their first meeting in February of 1911, making it the very first Rotary Club ever to be established outside of North America, and marking the beginning of Rotary International's expansion. Last month, Rotary International announced Dublin as the winner of the provisional bid to hold our annual international convention in June of 2031. Locally, if you would like to celebrate the wearing of the green, you can join our JC Friends who are hosting this Saturday's St. Pat's Parade in honor of our own Kevin Donovan. Next Tuesday, our Muskegon Irish American Society will raise the Irish flag at noon at the Mart Dock, and all are welcome at both events. Finally, over the years, our club has been entertained by the humor, or not so much humor, of fellow Rotarians like Jack and Tom and Kevin, who love this club and certainly would appreciate this Irish blessing today. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rain fall gently upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand.
Thank you, Mary Ann. We all need to get out to those St. Patrick's Day events here in town as we can. Please take your seats. Continue your lunch, networking, and mingling. We'll be back shortly. Here, would visiting Rotarians and guests please come to my right and join Tiffany, who will get you before our membership.
Come on up. You guys can head right between the green dots.
Thank
there.
you.
Yeah. Yeah, right between the green dots.
Good morning. I'm Tennille, and this is my guest, Patrick Adams. Patrick is the founder of Lean Solutions, a consulting and training firm that helps organizations improve processes, develop leaders, achieve measurable results through process improvement thinking. Patrick is also the host of the Lean Solutions podcast and teaches process improvement in the supply chain program at the University of Arkansas. He lives in Allendale and enjoys spending time with his family, his wife of 26 years, 3 children, and 1 grandson. Fun fact, Patrick is currently training as a student pilot.
Okay, this is Tony, ASMUS, and he is a reasonably priced printer located on Sherman, past Wesco, next to the Clothes Basket Laundry and Sherman Cleaners. He made this shirt for all of us that do game night, and this is me, and this is his Frisbee dog, Ducky, who comes to game night too. So, anyway, he also does business cards, flyers, direct mailers, banners, backdrops, yard signs, vehicle graphics and wraps, window graphics and window clings, sign and apparel printing.
Just a small list.
Good afternoon, Don Kalis with Kindred Marketing, and I'm proud to introduce Sarah Meyer, who is our brand new operations manager. We hired her last week, Monday, and I said, you're coming to Rotary so you can meet the entire town. So she comes from, originally from the Detroit area, but has lived here for about 10 years in Muskegon, which we love that, right? And she has 10 years experience with another agency in Grand Rapids, so we're happy to have her. So thanks.
Hello, everybody. Carla Flanders with CMF Marketing and Events, and I have with me today Corbin Davis, who also is in the marketing realm of things, marketing and branding, and he also worked in Detroit at the Ford Motor Company for a while. And he's a recent-ish transplant here to Muskegon. He lives in downtown Muskegon. I just found out he's on the Historic Board. District Commission for the Historic Board, and he owns a beautiful Victorian cottage home from the 1860s. He's in the market right now for a new position, so anybody that needs marketing, design, brand work help, this is your guy, all right? Thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. Jim Fisher. I am pleased to have Kippy Ellis with me again today. She's a realtor with 5 Star, and the great news is, thank you to the Board of Directors for approving her application for membership on Tuesday. She will be inducted next Thursday, the 19th.
Thank you. Come on over. Roger Morgenstern, your president-elect. We have to smile for Emily. Thank you. And I'm a REM photographer, so I make sure we do these things right. With me today is someone, I can tell she knows a lot of people in the club from our discussion in the lunch line. I didn't get a chance to talk to her because she was talking to everybody else. My guest today is Lori Doriat. Lori is, she retired after 31 years in public education, an elementary teacher at Oak Ridge, and 4 years as a literacy coach at the Muskegon Area ISD. Currently, she is a curriculum and training specialist for Kaplan Early Learning Company. Lori and her husband Brad, my late wife Michelle, we had our kids all at Catholic Central, so we're part of the Catholic Central Mafia. So, Lori Doriat, thank you.
So besides my work at Reed Muskegon, I am also a proud member of the Whitehall School Board, and since Marty could not make it today, he asked me to introduce our student guest today, so please help me welcome our friends from Whitehall, the Vikings. And here to introduce our students is their principal of the high school, Mr. Brett Westerlin.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Mrs. Moore. Almost tripped there. So I have 2 young men here that are great representatives of Whitehall. High School, and I am proud to let them introduce themselves and give you a little more details.
Hello, everybody. I'm Noah Morse. I'm a senior at Whitehall High School. I'm part of National Honor Society, and I also play varsity baseball. After high school, I plan on going to MCC to study education.
How's it going? Colton Kaiser from Whitehall High School, also a senior. This is... I'm involved in wrestling and did some basketball, played some football after high school. I either want to go to the military or workforce.
Thank you, and welcome all. My Muskegon Minute today is about some news that I saw while I was out of town in Wisconsin the end of last week and over the weekend. In my 4+ decades in Muskegon, the most interesting, most significant, and truly local business story has been the history of Roger Jordan and the family's ownership of Michigan's Adventure Amusement Park between Muskegon and Whitehall. In 1968, Roger, for $115,000, purchased what was then Deer Park Funland, a petting zoo, and created Muskegon County's largest tourist attraction. He sold Michigan's Adventure in 2001 to Cedar Fair, owners of Cedar Point, for $28 million. Rotarian Camille Jordan Mark and husband Steve operated the park for Cedar Fair, as at the time she became the amusement park company's first woman and youngest general manager. Cedar Fair was consolidated into the massive Six Flags Company in 2000, and Bob might know. I've lost that date. But Michigan's Adventure now has gone through yet another ownership change with this week's Six Flag announcement that our park was one of 7 sold to EPR properties for a total price for all of them of $330 million. Camille literally grew up with this park as her family home was on the park property. And I am sure she has very, very mixed emotions as these transactions take place. I know she is heartsick on how the corporate shuffling has impacted Michigan's Adventure. We really don't know for sure the future of the park, but operations are said to be status quo for the summer of 2026. ERP is a real estate investment trust with more than 350 properties, including movie theaters, food and entertainment facilities, hotels, ski resorts, and amusement parks. Camille, we again recognize and thank you and your family for all you have done to help create Muskegon's burgeoning, surging hospitality industry. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce our speaker today. Mark Andreski is principal and with Performance Business Advisors, LLC. He concentrates his practice on helping small business owners plan and execute their transitions out of their businesses through comprehensive transition planning and business sales. He has certifications in exit planning, mergers and acquisitions, business appraising, and is a licensed associate real estate broker. Mark's affiliation with Rotary began as a Rotary ambassadorial scholar studying in Strasbourg, France in the school year of 1988 and 89. He became a member of the Rotary Club of Charlevoix in 2010, where he served as a board of directors and club foundation chair. He is a past president of the club and a former assistant governor of the Top of Michigan clubs. Most recently, Mark served as District 6290 lead education facilitator, currently serves as the district chair of the Paul Harris Society and regional vision facilitation coordinator. He is a Paul Harris Fellow, a major donor, a member of the Paul Harris Polio Plus and Bequest Societies. living in what I consider God's country, Charlevoix County, with the finest sailing lake in Michigan, yes. When Mark is not serving clients in Rotary, he loves to run, cycle, and drive fast cars. As district governor for my presidential year, Mark has shown his leadership as a great communicator, strategic thinker, compassionate servant, and a guy who is always full of energy and life. Mark, welcome to Muskegon.
Thank you so much, Dave, for that welcome. I appreciate it. And thank you for, Dave went out of his way to make sure that I could actually be here to actually speak with you and update you on what's going on at the district, even though many of you are going to be with me next month when I come to do your vision facilitation. And I said, Dave, they only need to hear from me once. And he said, no, it's got to be twice. So we found a date that would work, and I am here. So thank you for being Rotarians. There are many ways for peoples with hearts of service to give back to their communities, and I am so pleased and so honored that you have chosen Rotary. I am also very odd every time I talk to someone from this club. You guys are doing Rotary really, really well. If we had 53 clubs in our district that did Rotary like you did, I'd be out of a job. So I thank you for your service. I thank you for doing all the great things that you do. I really especially thank you for never resting on your laurels, and always what I get from this club is that you're looking for ways to improve, do more, make a bigger impact in Rotary. I really appreciate that. As Dave told you, my background, I came to Rotary in the late 80s as a college student. I had no idea what Rotary was. My college advisor, who happened to be a Rotarian, said, "You're a pretty good student, and you speak French. That could be a good thing. Why don't you consider applying for an ambassadorial scholarship?" He goes, "All of our kids, no one wants to speak a foreign language. They all go to England and Scotland. I'd love to send you to France." So I applied and was fortunately accepted and spent the most impactful year of my life studying in 88 and 89 in Strasbourg, France. Truly life-changing. A lot of who I am today originates back to that life-changing experience. And so I thank all of you for being especially strong with the youth programs. You guys are enormous supporters of all of our district youth programs, very much appreciated, because we know they change lives. And the investment that we make will impact someone very, very certainly for the rest of their life. And a lot of you that are maybe newer to Rotary don't even know what the Ambassadorial Scholar Program was. It was a program that was designed to have students go abroad and be peace ambassadors for Rotary and promote peace and cultural understanding between nations. And it was a long-standing program for decades for Rotary. That program still exists. It's just called the Global Scholar Program. They narrowed it a bit more and made it more of a graduate program now. And we've had some amazing global scholars here in District 6290 over the years. However, in the last 3 years, we haven't sponsored any. We have one finishing up her program, Ariel Dempsey, but we've not had any new ones get into the program. And I am so pleased that our new Global Scholars Chair, Rachel Sitzmer-Reed, who's a member of my club in Charlevoix, just recently, in the last couple weeks, interviewed 2 very strong candidates. So I am very encouraged that we will soon have a new global scholar to announce to you who will be studying somewhere in the world in graduate school. So let me shift gears. Past district governor, your very own Brianna Scott, when she started her district governor year, she looked around the district and she said, "Where is my strategic plan that I, as your leader, am supposed to execute on?" Well, she quickly found that there wasn't a strategic plan, and the most recent one she could find was dated back to 2019, so there was effectively no plan. So Brianna, being ever adaptable, said, well, we need to get a plan. We need to figure out how to get a plan. And so she encouraged us to start that process, and we became a pilot district for the International Vision Facilitation effort. And our district pioneered doing vision facilitation at the district level. We have had this program for over 20 years at the club level, where we go in and we help a club envision what they want to be in 3 years and help them figure out how to get there. We did this as a district last fall. A couple of you in the room, I think, were on that long Zoom call. We met for about 6 hours on a Saturday, went through vision facilitation with 35 Rotarians from around our district, new Rotarians, older Rotarians, all demographics. We worked really hard to get a cross-section of the district. Out of that came dozens and dozens of top-rated ideas, things that Rotarians felt we should do and places we should be in 3 years. So then came the really hard work, though, as if a 6-hour Zoom call on a Saturday morning wasn't hard enough. We met our district leadership team for 17 different meetings between January of last year and July, and in August of this past year, our board adopted our 12-page master action plan that is guiding us for the next 3 years. And it was Brianna's sadness that we didn't have that plan for her year, and she often expressed it, but Brianna did the heavy lifting and made sure that we got a plan. Getting the plan is the hard part. Executing the plan, I'm just following the roadmap. And I'm so pleased to say that our district governor line, which is our executive leadership team, which is past district governor Brianna Scott, myself, your district governor-elect Julie Shoemaker from the Frankfort Club, your district governor nominee Paula Jastifer from the Grand Rapids Club, and the district governor nominee designate Ruth Ann Schulte, also from the Grand Rapids Club, are all on calls every 2 weeks talking about our action plan and what we're going to do next and the progress that we're making. And what's really great about that is, for the first time in many years, our district will have a plan so that as we segue into Julie Shoemaker's new year on July 1st as district governor, it's going to be a continuation of executing that plan. It won't be Julie's pet priorities for that year that we're paying attention to, only to have them change the following year when Paula takes over. It is going to be a continuation of a leadership team that loves this plan that has been developed and is going to continue to execute it. So I'm excited. I've been excited to be part of that. And I wanted to share with you some of the highlights from that plan. If you want to see the whole 12-page single-space plan, you can go to our district website. It is available to you at any time, night and day. Having insomnia, you can go take a look at it. But let me hit a couple highlights that are already underway that I'm really excited about. The first one is that visioning that I told you about. While Rotary's been doing visioning for over 20 years in districts throughout the world, our district had a program over 10 years ago that went out of business. We didn't have enough trained facilitators to do strategic planning with our clubs. Well, I'm so proud to say that 2 years ago, we reignited that program, and we now have 15 trained facilitators around the district, of which I am one of them. And we are able to do strategic planning with any club that wants it in the district. We have folks strategically located throughout the district that can do it. It was my goal coming into this role as your district governor to be at every facilitation. We have done 12 clubs have gone through it so far, so about 20% of our clubs, and we have 3 more scheduled, of which you are one of them. I will be back with many of you on May 2nd to do that. It was my original goal that we would have over half of our clubs done by the time I ended my district governor year. Unfortunately, we're not going to quite get there, but we will get to about 30%. And I'm so pleased because this was truly the best training for me as your district governor, even though I certainly have sat through many, many classes over the past 3 years to learn how to do this. It's been really impactful for me because I've been on the front lines talking to clubs about what's important to them, where they want to go, what the struggles that they're having, the challenges that they want to overcome. And it's been a true privilege to see that on the front lines. And I will continue to attend every one of these until people tell me they don't want me to anymore, which could be soon, I don't know. You'll tell me after May 2nd. So I also wanted to call out one of the many ideas that came out of that strategic planning at the district level was the fact that we need to do more as a district in the area of peace and promoting conflict resolution, especially in these troubled times. And Rotary, as you know, has a long legacy of peace, of building peace throughout the world. And so we formed a peace-building committee, and I am so proud that Doug Wood was our founding chairperson for this committee, and we've been meeting now for about 6 months, and those conversations are wide-ranging as we try to figure out what are the most important things we need to do right out of the gate in our district to promote peace and conflict resolution. And I've been so gratified to be part of all of those calls as we explore things that we can do. Some of the ideas, and none of this is written in stone yet, but some of the fun ideas that are coming out of this committee that we may do is a peace pole initiative where we will make it easy for clubs to purchase peace poles within the district. We found a manufacturer, and the Big Rapids Club is undertaking that project with our committee. And so it will be possible for any club to custom order with 8 languages of their choice a peace pole, and we will be getting the details out to you as we work through kind of how logistically this is going to work. We also, you guys are one of the first, in fact, you're the first Peace Builder Club, official Peace Builder Club. Congratulations to you, and thank you for doing that, and thank you for Doug for leading that effort. We would like to make that opportunity available to other clubs in our district that are like-minded with you, and we're talking about how the best way to enact that and make that possible. We are also looking at, and this is a save the date opportunity, possibly participating in the Bridge Peace Walk on Saturday, June 26th. So put that date in your calendar. And we hope to carry a peace pole across the bridge from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, or Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan to Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. We have Rotary clubs, for those of you who don't know, in the district on both sides. We have a Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan club, a Chippewa Sunrise club to the north of it, and then across the bridge we have 2 Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario clubs. And we are talking with those clubs to see if we can make this a possibility, and we'd love to carry a peace pole across with us, and if we can do it. So more stay tuned on, there'll be plenty on email as we figure out how to do that best and get the word out. So we continue on that initiative. If you are interested, please see Doug. He will give you the information so you can participate in our monthly committee meetings. Wanted to talk a little bit about membership. As I said before, if I could duplicate Muskegon's club, we wouldn't have a membership problem in the district, but unfortunately we do. And we are not unlike most districts in North America. Our district is especially consistent because every year we lose 2.5% to 3% of our Rotarians, and that was true last year as well. So we started the year at about 2,200 Rotarians. 5 or 6 years ago, we were at 2,700, and we continue to trickle Rotarians out of Rotary. We know this. We've known it for a very long time. We now have, at the district level, a membership committee that has been very, very active and continues to grow, and that is one key. Your past district governor, Brianna Scott, one of the first things that she wanted to make sure got done was a membership kit, which is now available to every club in the district on our website. You can also get a paper copy if you like. That is full of ideas. If a club did a fraction of the ideas that are in that book, they can't help but be successful. But there's an even bigger initiative, once again, that you guys were pioneers in, and we appreciate that. And we think it is the future for our district in terms of turning around this membership slide, and that is the institution of more satellite and companion clubs. It is very, very difficult to fully charter a brand new club. Anyone want to venture a guess how many clubs we have chartered in the past 10 years? 1. And yes. The Alanson Club, which is known as the Inland Waterways Club, was chartered a little over a year ago in north of Petoskey. That is the only club in 10 years. We know that that is a difficult road to hoe. What we also know in Rotary is that every community, no matter how good the Rotary Club is, there are people that should be a member of that Rotary Club, that have a heart for service, that are not a member because they can't meet at lunch here at the Marriott Hotel, Delta Hotel, on a Wednesday afternoon, Thursday afternoon. They know that. And it's incumbent upon every community to look around and see who's missing and figure out what type of club or they need to offer, what type of opportunity they need to offer to become a Rotarian. And so what does this look like? Well, this looks like what just recently happened at the Benzie Sunrise Club, where Benzie identified that Manistee, that had a defunct Rotary Club that went out of business a while ago, still had a couple people in town that were interested in Rotary, and they helped them form a satellite club. And start to finish, that process took 6 months. The Benzie Sunrise Club grew by 20% in 6 months. They added over 10 new members by helping sponsor a satellite club down the road in Manistee. And once again, Manistee has a Rotary presence. My own Charlevoix Club, we're going through this discussion at the board level. We are a breakfast club. We are a small community, but we have 40 great members at our breakfast club. We do a ton of work in the schools, and we love our teachers, and the teachers love us. We have no teachers that are members because they cannot be with us at 7:30 on a Thursday morning to have breakfast with us. So we are looking around our community saying, well, what would we have to offer so that school teachers could come? And so we are looking at a 5 o'clock cocktail hour club that would meet and really cater to our educators in town and anyone else that could come. We've also lost 3 of our senior Rotarians in recent years who told us, we love Rotary and we'll still come out and help you, but we're not going to pay dues anymore because we never make the meetings because we aren't morning people. One gentleman in particular said, Mark, I had a corporate career. I had to get up early every day for 40 years. That was not my goal in retirement. So he will hopefully be coming back to us because we're going to be kicking off this opportunity here very, very shortly. So I'll get off my soapbox, but your district is aware we are going to turn this around. And I will tell you our mid-year report card looks good. We actually have grown so far. If we can keep that momentum, this might be the first year that we've actually grown in many, many years. So I hope to have a positive report card for you on July 2nd when we get the stats. As I said before, I thank you for your heavy involvement in all of the Rotary youth programs that our district offers. It is painful to us, and we identified this in our district strategic planning, that 1 in 5 of our clubs actually do not participate in any of the 5 district youth programs that we offer, as strong as they are. And our goal is, at the end of 3 years, our 3-year vision is that every single club in this district will do at least one district-level program, even if it's just sending a student to Life Leadership. Do something. We have built these fabulous programs that change lives. I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't been part of a Rotary youth program. And so many of our Rotarians today have the same story. We need to do this for our kids, and all of our clubs need to participate. And I also applaud you for the collaboration that you guys go out of your way to work with your community partners. You have many community partners that allows you to make a greater impact, and I appreciate that you do that. You also do strategic things with other clubs like the Grand Rapids Club. That's not true in every part of our district. We have many communities where there are multiple clubs where they barely speak to each other. And that is part of our strategic plan, is to develop opportunities for our clubs in a region to get to know each other, because we know when Rotarians collaborate, more gets done. And so next year, District Governor-elect Jolie Shoemaker will come and visit any club that wants her one-on-one to come and speak. She's glad to do it. But she's going to be promoting regional opportunities to meet with her so that clubs can get together and meet each other and come together. And I think we've seen it work in other districts, and we're going to try it out in ours next year, and she's going to pioneer it, and I am hopeful it will be successful. So I wanted to just put a couple other dates on your calendar, but before I even do that, I wanted to talk about succession opportunities. It was my goal at the district level. We've had too many open positions, and when we have open positions, it means we can't support you as well as we'd like. And so right now, for the first time ever, in the last month, we have a district jobs board. If you are interested in service, and many of you have already done this beyond the club level, you can go on and see all of the openings at the district level. We have also started Are You Curious sessions. We did our very first one in February. Are You Curious is a Zoom session the last Thursday of every month where you can come if you're at all interested in that position to learn more about it. No commitment whatsoever, no pressure. It's a chance to do it. Last month, we hosted one for our district treasurer. Bob Marcus is retiring at the end of his second term, which is June 30th, as Bob reminds me every time I talk to him. And I was so pleased. We did an Are You Curious session, and we had 5 really lovely candidates, all of whom could do the job, that joined us to learn about what it means to be a district treasurer for our club. And I'm very, very hopeful that we are very, very close to welcoming a new treasurer at the district level, a very critical position. This month, we will be focusing on joining the membership committee, so looking forward to that. I'll give you a couple dates to put on your calendar that I haven't already. I hope that you've been looking at the registration for Saturday, April 18th, which is our Spring Learning Assembly. I call it to your attention because we've not done a Spring Learning Assembly in many years, and we are doing one at Meyer Gardens. And so even if you're not that interested in going to Spring Learning Assembly, come, because they have given us the facility to tour in between sessions and afterwards, and they gave it to us for free. So please come and see the Meyer Gardens in spring, if nothing else. Julie Shoemaker, who is co-chairing this, is very concerned that maybe none of you will come after you see the gardens, but I assure her that we'll stand guard at the door and make sure that some people attend some of the sessions. So please come. Saturday, May 16th, you may have seen some notes from Kathy Hagedis about our first Epic Day of Service. This is part of our strategic plan. We heard from you that you want to do more district-wide service opportunities. This is our first foray into it. The Epic Day of Service is a nationwide Rotary event. Not all districts participate. This is our first time. It stands for every person in community. The idea is on this set day, Saturday, May 16th, that Rotary clubs across the country will partner with other community groups and do a service project, your choice. We understand that date may not work for many. We're asking our clubs to do something in May in honor of this Epic Day of Service, and we're going to be promoting it at the district level and sharing with you what clubs did on that date. We'll see if we get traction, and if we do, we'll continue to do it. And lastly, Saturday, June 6th, Julie Shoemaker, District Governor-elect Julie Shoemaker, will be having her induction at beautiful Crystal Mountain. Once again, if you don't care about the induction, poke your head in, have a great weekend playing golf at Crystal Mountain. But also, if you're in district leadership, you'll probably be also attending her leadership seminar that day before her induction. I hope to see you there. So with all that said, do I have moments for questions, Dave? We do. All right. I will open for comments and questions to the floor. Anybody? Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for an excellent presentation. I co-chair the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee here, and I'd like to know if the strategic plan also addresses those issues. The different communities where Rotary operates obviously have different ethnic mixes, but this remains something that we're very concerned about as a club and continuing to work on, and we'd like to know that the district is behind us as well. Thank you.
Well, first of all, absolutely, the district is behind you on that. And we've had many discussions at the district level about whether or not the district also needs to have a diversity, equity, and inclusion, because of course it is Rotary's wish that we do this. It is a mandate as part of our 4 priorities. And the way so far we have decided to attack that issue is through the membership committee. And remember, I told you we didn't have a membership committee up until a couple months ago, up until about a year ago, and now we do. And we are building out that committee so that we can make sure that we give the support to clubs to figure out, because the formula is different for every club, I think, to figure out how to make sure that their club looks like their community. And there are lots of techniques and ways to do that, but awareness is where it starts. And being aware and being intentional about it is where it starts. And our district leadership team is laser beam focused on the importance of doing that. Thank you for the question.
Any others?
Well, that was all inclusive. Yes. All right. I know.
Hold on. I would, just a second, I'd like to have him end on something that he and I talked about at the group of leadership that you had with us earlier this morning. And that's just, we struggled at the board level with DEI and some other committees, membership, as to what makes a Rotarian and who should we be going out and finding to bring into our club. And I brought that up at one of your fireside chats. And just give me your answer.
I believe the people that we're looking for are people that have a heart for service. And so as we look around our communities, we need to find those people who have that heart for service and make sure we invite them to be here and to be part of our effort to make a greater impact in the world and help people.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mark. Speaker's honorarium this year will be a contribution from the Muskegon Rotary Club to cover supplies and materials used by our club members and youth who are in their Interact and on service trips to El Salvador and to Honduras. Birthday slide, Michael, Jonathan, Brock, Eileen. Do we have? There it is, the sweet sound. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Important for those who have birthdays, have had birthdays, or will have, means all of you. We have a $10 request for a birthday gift to our Caring Connection. There are cards up here, a QR code. It's also in the rim each week. So please help out Caring Connection. We've had some significant things that Caring Connection's had to deal with here in the last month or so. Rotary in action this week. Michael, Chauncey Williams.
I'm Chauncey Williams. I work at Muskegon Public Schools, formerly Muskegon Public Schools, but we are the Innovation Academies of Muskegon Public Schools. And my job there is Innovation Academy coach for K-8 and alternative. It used to be K-12. So working as a Rotarian, I work with Rotary Interact in partnership with the Sherwin Poppin program, and I work with the Rotary Youth Exchange. And then, all the fun stuff we get to do in between, life leadership and all those other things connected to youth. When it comes to challenges, it's barriers. Lots of times it's financial. Lots of times it's support. So being able to be in a space as an advocating adult for a student, a teacher, an administrator, and knowing how the Rotary functions and knowing the key people and the systems of support, whether it's financial, mentor, or just being able to complete a form or understanding the process, Rotary has been great. So being able to look at the barriers in those areas of connecting students with either finances or systems, Rotary has been a great engager. And the biggest hurdle was the finances, because lots of times you have to have about $8,000 to get there. So when you tell a family you need $8,000, and this is what I tell kids. Don't worry about the price. Worry about your ambition and your passion. Because once you take emotions and love and seeing your future and what you possibly could be, if you could see the world, adults will show up. And being in the Rotary since 2019, the finances will show up. I know that. There's people out there that want to help students that did Rotary Youth Exchange when they were kids, and they know the impact of going somewhere else and how it can help someone form a career and a future.
A great testimonial in terms of what Mark has talked about. So we bring to you a very good message, I hope, as you are here. We have no inductions. We're going to have a couple next week and a couple after that. But we do have Paul Harris Fellow.
Good afternoon, Rotary. Gosh, it's not just Mark, it's me too. So we have a Paul Harris Fellow induction today, and I would like to ask Susan Bustaman to come forward and tell us a little bit about our honoree.
Hi, my name is Susan Bestman, broker, owner, realtor of Bestman Properties Group, but you better know me as the RIM newsletter editor, co-editor. Thank you. And kudos to Ginny for her first edition on March 5th. Woo! I'm delighted to honor our next Paul Harris Fellow. She's a blessing to everyone she meets. And she gives 110% on every project she tackles. This Rotarian was born and raised in Muskegon County and has never left. She loves Muskegon and joined Rotary in 2019 to build more relationships in the community and serve as much as her schedule allows. She enjoys walks, especially on the beach, hiking, running, reading, attending church, and spending time with family and friends, which includes her husband, 3 adult sons, and 2 fun and energetic grandchildren. She recently celebrated a birthday, and in a few days, if I did my math correctly, will be celebrating 33 years with her husband. According to her well-known husband, she volunteers for at least 40 hours each month with their church, Pound Buddies, where she is on the board of directors, at hospice, and is also part of our famous RIM newsletter team as co-editor. She is the provider network manager at Health West. Please help me welcome to the front the spectacular Jackie Farah.
Trust me, Jackie, I want the spotlight on you, not me. Jackie, you are being recognized today as a Paul Harris Fellow in special appreciation for the ways in which your life exemplifies the humanitarian and educational objectives of the Rotary Foundation. You were designated to receive this recognition by Susan Besteman. Therefore, it gives me great pleasure to present you on behalf of the trustees of the Rotary Foundation, the 3 emblems of a Paul Harris Fellow: a certificate, a lapel pin, and a medallion. The certificate states that you have been named a Paul Harris Fellow in appreciation of tangible and significant assistance given for the furtherance of better understanding and friendly relations between peoples of the world. We urge you to wear your Paul Harris Fellow pin, and also urge your husband to come back to Rotary, to all Rotary events as a symbol of your appreciation for and support of the programs of the Rotary Foundation. Please accept our sincere congratulations and appreciation for your commitment to our common goals of world understanding and peace. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's congratulate Jackie Farah as the newest Paul Harris Fellow in the world.
For the run.
No. Thank you. Thank you.
That was a feel-good, right? Announcements. To my right, those who have announcements that are Rotary information, Rotary events, Rotary committees, Rotary inspired, please come forward. You got 2 minutes each. Rotary Rewind is scheduled to have its meeting March 19th, 5:15, Core Plaza, The Vault. No? It was canceled. Okay, we'll go. Next one is the 1st in April? April 2nd, Core, 5:15. Thank you for that update. Reese Puffer High School's Interact Club is co-sponsoring a family entertainment healthy message event, March 16th, Reese Puffer Rockets Center. Michigan musician Anthony Gruppito will discuss mental health, resiliency, and suicide prevention at 7 p.m. along with a community magic show. The Reese Puffer Interact Club invites all of you to join them that evening with your families. I have several save the dates. Some of them we'll be hearing about here, but social outing at Kids Food Basket is March 25th. The Lakeshore Literacy Summit with Grand Haven, Spring Lake, and Muskegon clubs is March 27th. Pours for Community events begin April 15th, and the Rotary-sponsored food truck is on April 22nd. And the club participation in the district visioning, we've already heard about from Mark, is on May 2nd. Next up.
And I'm really short. I just wanted to come before you. Mary Beth Ramos and I visited Ed Hendrickson. Most of you know him. He has been our long-term Sergeant at Arms. I have followed him from hospital and back to the hospital, to Harbor Terrace, to hospice, Papa's house, and now at home with hospice in-house visits, but very lonely for contacts from his colleagues. And so I am delivering this message from his wife, Deborah, that if you would be willing to visit him, he is very alert. Mary Beth and I think, were there for over an hour with him, and he would be welcoming you to come and either call him, and his number obviously is in our handbook, or call Deborah if you want to come to the house to visit, and she can give you the times. Most of the hours are in the afternoon, as he does have all his health care visits and treatments in the morning. He is on oxygen and other attached services that go with his illness, but he is very alert and would love your company.
Right, a little taller. So I feel like you guys all know why I'm here at this point, but it is never too early to sign up using the QR code on your table to join us at the Lakeshore Literacy Summit on March 27th at the Trillium. It is free. We're doing this in partnership with Spring Lake and Grand Haven Rotaries. I want to give you just a really quick overview of one of the breakout sessions that's going to be there, because some people are like, well, I support the issue, but maybe not for me, maybe not something I want to spend my time on. One of the workshops that is going to be offered there was developed by Reed Muskegon, specifically for those people who interact in a variety of different ways with our community every day. With over half of the adults in our community reading below a 6th grade level, every one of us, every single day, interacts with somebody who's a struggling reader, and a lot of times are trying to help them fill out forms, complete a transaction that involves some complex literacy needs. So the Literacy Ally training was developed by Reed Muskegon to help all of those who are in those kind of positions recognize the signs of somebody who's struggling, know what to do in that moment, help you get the information you need accurately, help the person on the other side get what they need accurately and with dignity, and also help you understand how to refer them for services if that might be something that they need. So Reed Muskegon has provided this training, Dave's been to it, to every department of the city of Muskegon, to financial institutions, to healthcare providers, to the faith community, to educators. Every single one of them has walked away with actionable skills that they now use every single day. So I want to encourage all of you to think about taking the time to join us, because there's something every one of us can do every single day to make the world better for those who are struggling readers. Thank you.
Dimitri.
All right, Dimitri Polin here representing the Muskegon JCs. Just a friendly reminder that we have the St. Patrick's Day Parade coming up on the 14th at 11 a.m. We're starting on Western Avenue from 6th Street to 1st Street in downtown Muskegon. Rotary has in the past helped out, so I'm hoping that we can get some Rotary representation here, maybe carrying the flag or wearing some Rotary merchandise. So I'm going to volunteer Greg Borgman to be our kind of our guy for leading that. Hopefully get him in the parade there. But this year we are doing a Remembrance Memorial Parade for Kevin Donovan. His wife Sue Donovan will be the Grand Marshal this year along with her family. And then the link to sign up, so hopefully we can get some Rotarians to sign up, closed yesterday, but I've been hearing that's actually technically still open, so you could register right now. And then if you have any questions, I won't throw a cat under the bus. You can reach out to me as well for any questions. So.
Kathy Brubaker Clark. Just a couple things. One is I will announce ahead of time, but given Mark's address and concentration on Peace Builders, which I love because I'm the chair, one of the co-chairs of that, we are meeting after this meeting today. We are going to have our second session of Braver Angels. We gave a chance for the people that were in the first session, the red-blue session, to sign up, and we've had several of them sign up already, but we will open it up to the club in the very near future. So if you're interested, we need even amount of red and blue. So think about that and watch for that. And then Dave mentioned the kids' food basket, but I was also asked by Tim to give you a brief overview. So all Rotarians, Interact, Rotaract, families and friends are invited to the social event at the kids' food basket at 2330 Barclay Street, Muskegon. It will be March 25th from 5:30 to 7:30. We'll have light appetizers, adult beverages, water and soft drinks, chance to tour the facility, and also put our hands to work with coloring bags and some different things like that. And of course, wonderful networking and socializing. The event is free, no registration is necessary. I'm sure there'll be a way to sign up. I don't know if Sign Up Genius is going out, but okay. So you should have it, so please sign up if you can. It would be appreciated. Thank you.
Let me impress upon you the need to get out and support Kids Food Basket. Mingle. Enjoy yourself. We hope to put together a group on a monthly basis to be volunteers there. And I am looking for somebody who would be a champion of putting that group together. If we got lots of people in there and we only need 10, 15, or 20 in a session, it may only be like once a quarter. But I want to have a presence there and at the Muskegon Rescue Mission, and we'll be working hopefully with McLaughlin Grows going into the summer. So we are going to attack the whole food insecurity issue here in Muskegon County through our volunteer efforts. So please come out, learn about it, and put yourself into that list of people who will be willing to come and help on a monthly basis. Kat.
All right, didn't want to cover up this beautiful face. Kat Heider here with JCI Greater Muskegon. As you can hear from Dimitri, the partnership between Rotary and JCs keeps on creating stronger relationships. So as the sun is shining and it's getting warmer and is now lighter in the evening, the biggest event of the summer is coming up, and it happens to be at a park. So Parties in the Park is coming up. I know, sooner than later. So as we're doing, as you know, Andrew Cutler is the chair of the committee, and as a Rotarian and a JC, I'm going to partner up with him to help his workload, and they're going to do the same with the JCs because they have the first Parties in the Park and we have the last. So who here, raise of hands, has been to a Parties in the Park? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, keep your hands up. Who's here is going to be on that volunteer list? That's what I'm talking about. All right, you'll be seeing the volunteer list coming out later this month, so thank you.
Our date?
No, we do not have a date. We have orientation the 24th. Me and Andrew will be there, and we'll give you some spark notes.
Date to come.
The party date. We do not have a party date.
They haven't been established?
No, that's what we're finding out at orientation. Yep, all good. Okay, not communicating.
Date to come.
Date to come.
Doug.
Doug Wood. I am here with a reminder and an invitation from your Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. Reminder, Play It Straight, the play that's coming to the stage at the corner, coming on March 20th and 21st, and also on 27th and 28th. Been invited a couple of times. Hope we'll see some Rotarians out there supporting this great play and this great effort. Invitation. You're invited to become part of the Curtis Chin Book Club. You don't know what that is probably, but you may know the book. Curtis Chin is going to be in Muskegon, and he'll be speaking about his book, Everything I Learned at a Chinese Restaurant. Sarah has copies of this book out in the lobby if you'd like to pick up one. If you'd like to become part of this book club, the MCC Honors English Group is putting together a second opportunity for Rotarians and MCC students to sit down and discuss the themes and some of the challenges of the book, and I hope that you'll join us. That's coming up on April 2nd at 6:30 p.m. We'll make sure there's information in the RIM on that. My final announcement would be just to echo Mark's invitation. If you get a chance, think upward, folks. Those that have served at the district level or served on district committees know that you get to meet a whole lot of really great people from all over this district. And in the Peace Builder area, we're actually going to be part of a Great Lakes chapter. So we're working with Rotarians from the other side of the state in Ohio. It's a great opportunity for you to understand just how widespread Rotary can be. So thank you.
Hello again. I am looking for, I think, 6 more Rotarians to participate in our Brave Rotarians contest. Yes, I know 4 more signed up. We are 6 short of 2 full brackets, men's and women's. So if you want to win a Paul Harris Fellow, go ahead and sign up or come and see me. I'll be around for a little bit. I will also take any Rotarians who have already signed up your hard-earned cash of $100, a check made out to the Muskegon Rotary Foundation, or I have the QR code if you want to pay by credit card. And just last but not least, let's go Blue.
Tough. I even got to the RIM, thank you RIM editors, found the QR code. This morning I don't even have to write you a check this year, okay? So I'm on there. Hopefully it has shown up. We'll see if that worked. We are on to our raffle. Bill, here we go. Your tickets, sir, are right there. $5. Three, 6, 1. 6, 1. Let's find another one. Come on, folks. Second shot. 3, 1, 0. There we go. $10. 3, 4, 9. 3, 4, 9. Got it, right up here. All right, Susan. $2, 5, 9 right over here. Thanks, Bill. Our program next week will be The Corner, a community collective, a very unique business that is growing in the heart of downtown Muskegon. Roger and I will not be there. We are off at various places out of state, I believe, that day, and Lisa will handle the podium. Oh, I'm sure about that. Go green. Thank you. After the bell, I'll play Jackson Brown's Load Out Stay as many of us mingle, creating the magic of Rotary. And Mark has some time in which, oh, come on, folks. We will have time to have Mark mingle with you if you'd like to come up and introduce yourself, ask some questions, get to know him a little bit. He'll be hanging around with us. It's in honor of the production team of Mike, Kim, Jay, Dennis, and the staff here at the Delta. They all make our weekly gathering so meaningful. So members and guests, please rise as we recite the four-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Let's unite for good. We're adjourned.